How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Powerful signs God wants you to leave the narcissist. That's the title of this video. When you are in a relationship with a narcissist, the emotional toll can be overwhelming. You may feel lost, confused, and even wonder if you are imagining things. But many times God communicates with us through signs and feelings, guiding us to make the right decisions. So if you are wondering whether it's time to leave a narcissistic relationship, then in this video I'm gonna give you signs that God may be sending to help you take that step towards healing and peace. Now, powerful sign that God wants you to leave the narcissist. One is you feel drained and exhausted. One of the first signs God might be showing you is how emotionally and physically drained you feel. Narcissists tend to drain your energy through their manipulation, constant need for attention, and lack of empathy. If you are constantly exhausted and feeling like you have nothing left to give, then God may be urging you to step away from this toxic relationship. Number two is that your boundaries are constantly disrespected. God gave us boundaries to protect our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. If you find that your boundaries are continually ignored or violated by the narcissist in your life, then this is a clear sign that the relationship is unhealthy. God may be showing you that it's time to assert those boundaries and remove yourself from the situation. God wants you to leave that narcissist. And the sign is that you feel unworthy or inferior. Narcissists often make their partners feel small, unimportant, or unworthy. If you are constantly feeling inferior, it is not a reflection of who you are, but rather the effect of toxic manipulation. God wants you to see your true worth and may be guiding you to step out of this unhealthy dynamic and rediscover your value. God wants you to leave the narcissist if you've lost your sense of self. Being in a relationship with a narcissist can make you lose sight of who you are. You may feel like you've become a shadow of your former self, unsure of what you like, want, or need. God is showing you that your identity is not defined by this relationship, and it's time to reclaim your true self. There's also constant gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation where the narcissist makes you doubt your reality or your perception of events. If you feel like you are always questioning your own sanity or memory, then God may be telling you that this behavior is not acceptable and it's time to leave. Trust your instincts. They are a gift from God. God wants you to leave that narcissist if you are living in constant fear or anxiety. A relationship that leaves you feeling fearful, anxious, or on edge is not healthy. God doesn't want you to live in a constant state of dread or worry. If you are always afraid of how the narcissist will react or fearful of their moods, then this is a clear indication that you need to walk away for your own peace and safety. You feel isolated and alone. Narcissists often isolate their partners from friends and family, creating an environment where you feel completely alone. If you've become isolated or distanced from your loved ones, then God may be urging you to reconnect with the people who care about you and seek support in leaving the relationship. God wants you to leave that narcissist. If you notice that every decision you make is controlled or influenced by the narcissist, it's a sign that they are manipulating you for their own gain. God wants you to experience freedom, not manipulation. So if you feel like you are living according to their desires rather than your own, then it's time to leave. God wants you to leave that narcissist if you are constantly apologizing. In a healthy relationship, mutual respect exists and both partners share responsibility for their actions. However, in a narcissistic relationship, you might find yourself apologizing constantly for things you didn't do or things that aren't your fault. God is showing you that you don't need to carry the weight of someone else's behavior. You are losing your spiritual connection. That's another sign that God wants you to leave the narcissist. A narcissistic relationship can often cause you to lose sight of your spiritual growth. You may feel disconnected from God or distant from your faith because the narcissist's behavior takes precedence over everything else. If you've noticed that your relationship with God is suffering, then it's a sign that you need to remove the barrier between you and your spiritual life. God wants you to leave that narcissist if you feel like you can't do anything right. A narcissist often belittles their partner, making them feel like they're never good enough, no matter how hard they try. So if you constantly feel like nothing you do is ever enough, or that you're always wrong, then God is telling you that this behavior is toxic and you don't need to live under this cloud of negativity. When a narcissist constantly lies, manipulates, or deceives, it can erode your ability to trust others. If you find yourself becoming distrustful of everyone around you because of this relationship with that narcissist, it's a sign that you need to break free and rebuild your trust in yourself and others with God's help. You need to leave that narcissist if you feel stuck or trapped. Narcissistic relationships often make you feel like you are stuck with no way out. If you feel trapped in the relationship, like you are suffocating under the weight of the narcissist's demands, God is showing you that there is always a way out. Trust Him to guide you to freedom. You're constantly sacrificing your needs. In a narcissistic relationship, your needs and desires are often pushed away or pushed aside in favor of the narcissist. So if you found yourself sacrificing your own well-being, dreams, or goals just to keep the peace or avoid conflict, then God may be urging you to prioritize yourself and your own happiness. God wants you to leave that relationship with that narcissist if the relationship is only about them. A narcissist is self-centered and manipulative, and the relationship will revolve around their needs, desires, and feelings. If you find that your wants and needs are constantly ignored or dismissed, then God is showing you that this one-sided dynamic is unhealthy and unsustainable. You are experiencing emotional abuse. That's another sign that God wants you to leave that narcissist. Emotional abuse, such as constant criticism, demeaning remarks, and humiliation, is a form of control used by narcissists. If you are being emotionally abused, God is showing you that no one deserves to be treated this way. It's time to walk away from the pain and seek healing. Your mental health is suffering. Narcissistic abuse can take a serious toll on your mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and feelings of worthlessness. If your mental well-being is deteriorating as a result of the relationship, God is calling you to prioritize your mental health and step away from this destructive influence. Narcissists are often incapable of showing empathy for others, and their lack of understanding of your pain can make you feel invisible. If you are in a relationship where your pain is ignored, dismissed, or ridiculed, God is showing you that you deserve compassion and care, not indifference. You may find yourself praying for the narcissist to change, but no matter how much you pray, the behavior remains the same or gets worse. God is telling you that some people will not change, and it may be time to move on for your own well-being. Finally, one of the most powerful signs God may be showing you is a sense of peace when you imagine leaving the narcissist. While the decision may be hard, you feel God's presence in your heart, giving you the courage to move forward. This peace is God's way of confirming that it is time to let go and trust Him with your future. In conclusion, God desires for us to experience love, peace, and joy in our relationships. If you're in a narcissistic relationship, it is important to recognize the signs and trust that God is guiding you to a healthier, more fulfilling life. Leave the narcissist behind, reclaim your peace, and step into the future God has planned for you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.